See you later, guys. I will. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll send you on that buzzer that we're talking to.
Yeah.
All right, viewers. Patrick Hoodier. I'm sitting next to Ben Tolnai. We've got the job of commentating for the satellite, the Geelong satellite.
Hello, everyone out there in internet land. I think we are just starting the losers final now. Dan's just going to fix up the scoreboard, and we've got Craig Stevens playing Peter O'Keefe. Just ignore the scoreboard down there. That's just from the last match. The first frame, Pete's taken the reds, I think. Not quite sure because he's standing in front of the camera. Yes, he's taken the reds. Looks like it's a definite pot out there. A couple of tricky reds positional wise, but they're all out in the open. Just got to navigate the white ball back through the to the other end of the table. I don't know whether he stops for that one in the middle now, Patrick, or...
I think he'll be just as long as he... he might even kiss into the black here.
Yeah.
He has done.
That's all right.
Pretty nice, as long as the black still goes. Yeah, that's okay.
I think that's he might be on the ball in the middle. If he's on the ball in the middle, that's turned out to be a good shot.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that he is, Ben, but...
Because that long red down the bottom's a bit iffy, and plus you've got to get onto a...
I suppose the other thing too... we should make mention of is that Pete actually lost to Daniel in the winners' side.
Yep.
But Craig's come the long way. He actually didn't show up for his first game this morning. Wasn't here in time.
Had to catch the train down, so...
he's actually... he's done it the hard way. He's come right through the back end of the losers' draw. So he's played quite a few matches now. So that may take its toll. It may not.
Look, in the last match, both him and Marcus had quite a few matches in a row.
Yeah,
and
true.
Towards the end, there was a few shots that were mistakes that you didn't expect.
Well, I think you can just see a little bit of fatigue starting to set in.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And that's where it is a big advantage in these double elimination tournaments.
Exactly right.
The further you go, the less games you have to play.
That's right. And the advantage of the further you go in the winner's side.
See, there's another loose shot.
Well, that's exactly
what
right.
we're talking about.
Yep. Whereas Daniel's fresh, I don't think I've seen him play for about 4 hours.
He's actually almost asleep over there.
But not quite 4 hours, but he'll be relaxed as anything. He's probably at about 85 VBs.
So that's just about at his best then?
That's when he starts firing. But we'll get back to the game. Pete's got a... probably put the red in the middle, I would have thought.
Yeah, definitely.
The black...
it's just a little bit tricky because the train actually isn't really on for the ball in the corner, so he's going to have to,
you had to
he's
go
gonna have
that
to
way.
take this ball in the
corner now.
In the corner now, I think. So.
And you'd think he'd play it skinny and come back down the rail, but you don't want to be rail side of this. You want it to come out nice and, you know what I mean? You don't want to be too close to the middle pocket. Oh no, he's just gonna. Well, he's gonna
take it long.
Oh yeah, he's got a big pocket down here.
And I think just dribble a little bit, take the red over in the other corner.
In the other corner. Well, that might actually make the black on in the corner too, with the yellow gone.
I wouldn't be surprised, Ben, if the black is still actually on, because it doesn't really look like it's covering the pocket.
Yeah, fair enough.
The yellow.
Oh, he's just missed it's one of those shots where you either get the pot or you pot it off his ball. He's hit it right in between.
In the angle. We've just had word that the black into the corner is actually very tight.
Very tight. Boris Krasick did that, by the way. He's our lackey at the moment.
That's what
walking around.
That's what happens when you lose in the first round.
Yeah, twice.
Twice.
I didn't say that. Craig's just potted a ball, and I think he's going to be a bit fortunate here because it looks like he was knuckled up, but he's got good cueing to this one down the bottom. Tried to flick out the other one, and that's going in off. Yeah. Oh, it's so just little shots like that where it's pretty loose white ball. I know he was trying to kiss the ball out,
obviously,
but he missed the ball by
a fair
bit.
Yeah.
You know, so
And you've got a fairly big target to aim for there. So
and that's right.
And he would probably consider it a pretty poor shot.
And I really don't think hitting that ball then up the backside off the rail, the white wouldn't have went anywhere. So he wanted to hit it half ball on the way through. Oh, Pete's played a terrible shot here. He's got 2 shots, so just got to come off the rail with side and hit it.
I don't even think you have to necessarily play with side, Bobby. Just rail closest to us, as long as you. Nah, I wouldn't. Oh, yeah, I don't like this at all. But look, he's played it well. He's played it very well.
Yeah.
But I just think there was a lot more risk
fair enough.
going this way.
The only thing I thought about that way was if you did hit it a tiny bit, the yellow was in the road for the ball up in the top pocket. So, but Peter O'Keefe gets the first frame.
That's it.
And
hey,
it's good that the Geelong boys. Exactly.
Together,
and you know, like Craig's a bit of a lone ranger coming down from Melbourne, and you know it's hard when you come from it's from another town, but you know, like the fact that he was the only person outside of Geelong that played down here, it's probably been a tough day for him.
Absolutely, yeah, and he's played well to get where he is.
Yeah. But it's definitely a lot of support for Peter O'Keefe here. Going to take the red ones.
Marcus was getting plenty of support as well.
You got to have a laugh. If you don't laugh, you don't live. That's a new saying I just made up.
So Pete's looking like a good chance here to go 2-0 up. I think now
just stuns in between the yellow and
the black
and towards the black.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully he goes past the black.
I would actually be playing for the ball on the left-hand side of the table first. If you can get that on that ball in the middle.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's on nothing. Oh,
no, he's on the one. He's on the one in the middle.
No,
I think he's on the ball that's over the centre. But you're right, because if you can drop that ball in last, the black's in the other middle.
Exactly, and I think maybe that just might be a little bit of a rush of blood, because I don't even think he saw that, Ben. Do you know what I mean?
No.
He sort of had the blinkers on. He made up his mind that he was going to play this one first.
He's played a good shot.
Bad. He's done it well, but
I think what he's going to have to do is, I don't think he can hold that white. I think he's going to have to go past the yellow
or past
it. I think past it. Oh, he's gone into it. He's missed it by a mile.
Yeah.
And I think that same too. I think his eyes opened up, and I think he thought he was going to pot it. But you can't afford to do that at this stage of even at only 1-0. You can't afford to give frames away.
And the thing is that Craig is a quality player, and you have to take your chances.
Exactly right. You're going to get the run of the balls, hopefully. And when you do get them, you've got to take your opportunities, because then when the balls run the opposition's way, they don't give you a sniff. And all of a sudden, you're looking down a 3-1, 4-2 scoreline, because you haven't taken your chances.
And straight away now, what should have been a 2-0 Pete lead is going to be 1-0 here, I reckon.
Look, I think Craig probably needs to settle a little bit. I think he's, feeling a little bit. And I think if he pots out here, he's gone for the kiss there. That's pretty average shot if the train doesn't go over, or if that yellow doesn't go past the other one.
I think he's on it. I think he's on the outside.
It must go past. I actually think he tried to get a little nudge then on the one on the rail, but he's all good now. He'll knock it out now.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is a much better shot to promote the ball from the rail
Absolutely.
now. You're going to hold on the yellow into the other corner. Knocked it out perfect. That's good enough.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, because you're flirting with the black, but it's going to be good enough to just drop in.
Try and get almost as straight as possible on this one in the middle, and then take the yellow in the other middle.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. No, that's all right. It's perfect. For a second there, it looked like it was going to roll through, but it pulled up nice. So he'll just drop this in. Yellow to the middle, other middle. You've got a little bit of work to do now, like a bit of top right-hand side, and I think he'll kick out. Sorry, top left-hand side. Either that or just
plain top.
Yeah, go up and down and.
Yeah, that's fine.
Beautiful. So we will be at 1-1 in this losers final.
Pete's got to settle now as well. You can't afford to let that get to him.
Sorry, we got Boris Krasic annoying the hell out of us trying to get on the camera. Sorry, on the microphone.
If you won a game, you might have got on the camera. Boss.
And he's just between you and me. He's got no chance.
No, we might let him do a couple of frames later.
Yeah,
in the blocks comp.
That's exactly right. The only time he'll be talking is when on a cigarette. So we ready for the third frame. Craig to break.
Nice
you
break.
Spread them well.
Jeez, nothing's down.
Nothing's.
So Pete's got first choice at the table.
That's like Benny Tolnai break. Struggled to pot a ball all day.
But in saying that, the balls aren't great, are they? You know, like
no, they look like they spread well, but then they sort of clump back together, which can happen.
I think the yellow's probably better.
I don't think either player's a real non-potting, tie the game up kind of a player. They're both
none of them,
pretty free-flowing and
absolutely,
and going to take the pot out on if they've got it.
So Pete's just sort of try to kill the red there a little bit and miss the pot because of it.
Yeah. And I think the red goes in off the yellow anyway now, so I think sometimes you just got to pot your ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not try and do too much. We used to call that the Colin Hood. Pot a ball and push your opponents to the rail. Yeah. He loves it.
Yeah.
He will do it all day.
I've played a few frames with Colin Hood. I'm
sure you have
experienced that in my lifetime.
What about when you got barred from the table? Remember when you drew the D on the table?
I drew the D with chalk.
When you were about 12?
I wanted to play billiards on the pool table.
Yeah.
So
and
that was a bad
Pato got 24 months?
Yeah.
24 months. 2 years he got from the Hood table.
I would have been Australian champion by now.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt. He would have been a junior champion, but took him a little bit longer to progress. Anyway, back to the game. Ace is on the yellow still. I don't think the red's fully covering that pocket, but there we go. That's a better view. I'm not sure if he's on it now. I don't think he is, but thanks, Stiffy. Just sent me a message there. Pete's gone for the Holy Grail here and has found nothing. It was a bit of a rash shot there by Pete, just trying to go for, I don't know whether he was trying to kick anything out or... he's played a great double. Good recovery shot there. He's got on you.
Interesting to see what he does, what he comes up with.
Yeah, you can either. I think he's going to give it a crack. To be honest,
he will. I like to cover the pocket.
It's probably not the right shot. He actually tried to cover the pocket.
A bit stiff.
And I don't think he's out of the frame. Put it that way.
Yeah, there's traffic there, isn't there?
There's a lot of traffic there. Pato's just checking the TAB to see we got the second leg of the quaddie at Ascot. So Craig probably just drop this in the middle. No, he's tried to get both his balls out and not leave him on the ball over the pocket. See, I don't.
Bit risky here because he's given Pete a chance back into the frame.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of not no respect, but I just think. Told you, 7s and 11s, Pato. It's all right. People were out of the quaddie, so you'll have our undivided attention.
I believe he's just fouled there.
Yeah.
Giving away 2 shots, try to put the yellow over the hole.
Yep.
But as you can see on the screen, there's quite a large gap. So I don't.
Not sure whether he has to waste a shotty. I think he's going to try and pot the red off the other red into the middle.
Yeah.
Which can be a risky shot. It could turn out all right, but it could also kill the red and not go in. So it hasn't killed a red.
Look, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, but depending on how these balls crash out, sometimes the red, when it pops out, could kick the yellow. Sorry, could kick the other red. Like that. See, I don't think...
Still is all right.
I think it's all right to cover, but I don't think it goes, does it?
Nah, I think it does.
It does go?
I'm looking at the table.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it goes past that yellow.
All right, so he's got a pretty easy pot in the middle, which you'll probably just run through, you think?
Look, you don't want to be playing the red closest to the yellow from the other end of the table.
No,
but I think you might play it now.
Yeah, I think so. Come out wide past the black, and you got the top red to just get you back on. Yeah, it went in easy.
That's perfect. Now he can dictate which way he goes.
Yeah, I think he'll just screw back a couple of inches and take the one in the middle.
Yep.
Afterwards, and then just a little poke up the top and the black in the left-hand corner.
Craig Stevens without any issues.
Just checking where he wants to hold the white. Right,
I don't know that angle that he's looking at is the best angle because the black doesn't go where this yellow is. So I think you want.
But I think even if he can just stun into the rail and back out, like even if he has to take a longer black,
I'd be trying to get a little bit straighter on this and just screw them down in between the 2 yellows.
Oh no, that's a bit risky, Pato. I think I would just drop this in and take the long pot on rather than trying to go for a little gap and. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get a slight nick one way and you're snookered. Just back your ability to be able to pot that in the left-hand pocket.
That's fair. Definitely from this angle.
I mean,
he's
he's in the losers final for a reason. And that's all right.
Not the best positional shot, but he should still make it.
He should still pot it, but I still think the other option was better. We'll see how it goes anyway. Knocked it in easy.
No issues.
2-1 to Craig. I think the first 3 frames, I think Pete's sort of yet to settle.
Yeah, without being too critical.
Yeah.
The pool hasn't been of the highest standard, but I think they've both still got plenty to give.
Exactly right.
A few of the punters starting to show up at Slate. You can just see in the background there.
Yep.
They're
just starting to get to that time of the evening where everyone's knocked off, and
I think they're looking at us a little bit funny. They don't expect anyone to be commentating the game of pool.
No. Pete's looked
Pete's
like
on the old soft break there.
Yeah, I just noticed that myself. I think he's going to change his tactics, to be honest, Patrick.
Well, that would certainly suggest so, Ben.
Because
I didn't actually. It took me by surprise. I wasn't really looking at it. I'm not even sure 4 balls hit the rail, but
I think 4 hit.
But they probably did.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
like it just took me by surprise. I wasn't watching the break, and next minute I see Pete hitting them, and I'm just like.
I can't 100% say that 4 did hit. I just thought 4 did. Craig's gone for a big crash, and he's got his balls off the rails. Now, Patrick, how did you not have the number 11 in the second leg when I said to you, I've only got 2 numbers I like, 7 and 11.
Yeah, well.
And we go out in the second leg.
Yeah, and 11 wins.
Yes, and it put Dave out as well.
Oh, well. If it put
and
Dave
he had
out,
8 horses in.
Yeah, so he's missed another one there.
That's a pretty loose shot. I know I might be critical, but I think Craig on a normal day would pot them, 9 out of 10, maybe even 10 out of 10. So I think a little bit of tiredness or long day comes into it. Pete's just got to relax, I think, and
Pete,
I think that was
Pete
more...
can't really get near it either, but...
No. I think that was more of a white ball placement, to be honest.
True.
I don't think he really...
was that bothered about the pot.
I don't think he committed to the pot. It was more about bringing that white ball down there and sort of getting him out in the open, which isn't a bad ploy as long as you don't leave your opponent with a clear shot. So... we've got... we'll probably take it on. Oh, it goes in the middle. Well, it wasn't a very good shot at all because I didn't think that ball went into the middle. The
winner, the bloke that's won the winner's side, just coming over here just to check the score,
Daniel
to
Thorpe.
see when he's up. He's a bit tired. He hasn't played in about 4 hours, so
7 ran second too. $18.40. So Craig had just... I thought he might actually...
He's
played the sit.
He's played it terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty bad too because Pete's got...
If Pete can swallow this pocket
pretty much
up,
a shot for nothing. Shot to nothing.
Put it right over, he's well in control of the frame.
Because he's also not going to leave it. That's pretty good because he's not leaving Craig much of a shot here either.
I think Craig will be getting this red out of there quick smart.
Yep. He might even... I don't know about... he can just double it. He can double it back to the other end of the table. But what he can also do is just double it out to... so it does go behind the yellow. Force Pete to try and put it right over.
Look, got to be... He's played the foul here. I don't like that at all because I think...
No, I actually think that's showing your opponent no respect. He didn't need to give him two shots.
You don't reckon?
No, he didn't need to give him two shots there.
He didn't need to?
No.
Oh, I thought you said he didn't mean to.
No, I said he didn't need to give him two shots there. First of all, the yellow wasn't over the pocket,
He did sort of cover the black up a little bit, which is...
Yeah, fair enough.
Still, I think if you're Pete here, you're having a go at the out for sure.
Well, if not, you can... There's no reason why Pete can't block these two bottom pockets with the two balls that are on the rail. As long as he just drops this in.
He's missed that.
He's missed it. And, yeah, hasn't played it well at all.
Got to remember, too, for Peter, it's been a long day.
He's coming on pretty cold, too. Yeah, fair enough. And I did say to somebody earlier, that was Daniel actually, that it maybe not a bad idea if you maybe go to a table and pot a few balls just before your match is going to start. Because
and that's actually what Daniel's doing now. So
because I noticed Peter didn't do it at all, and
he's just coming a bit cold.
He's not.
This is actually quite good to cover the pocket and leave Craig absolutely nothing. So
yeah.
He's actually potted it.
He's potted it. So he's going to take this. This black's tricky, but...
I'll tell you what, you could really
might,
pot the outside ball and screw into it now and leave yourself the double. If you could get that, that'd be lovely.
Sorry, what did you say then? Oh. He's just jawed it. He got a little bit lucky there with the...
I would have played that with more screw there and almost tried to go into the black, nudge it out. You leave yourself on the double, you know? Like.
Yeah, queuing over the ball, but I know, I see what you're saying.
Still, it's been pretty fortunate where it's landed.
Exactly right. I think he might just run off the bottom one here. Yeah. And I don't think he can snooker him, but he can not leave him much of a shot. And I think Pete's just got to just bump this out.
Yeah, I'd almost look at cutting it thin, try and cut it into the jaw so that it comes out, and get the black out in the same shot. It's not bad, but I just think like the black's dead.
It's not good either.
Well, he's killed the yellow as well, but
yeah,
I just thought while that red was there, that was your opportunity to get your ball out and sort of maybe develop the black as well. Yeah,
because he always had this red up the top that doesn't go. Now he just bumps this down the bottom. He doesn't even do that. See, that's a poor shot, I think. It didn't gain any advantage to himself, did it? Now Pete can still do you know, play this half ball, hopefully put one of them over the pocket.
Bit stiff there. He just caught the real thin edge of the red. Craig, I think you might see him double this up here.
Yeah, he's really got a sort of a shot to nothing. Still with the black semi. Well,
the black does go in the corner.
Yeah,
it might even go in the middle, but
yeah, but I don't think you can hit enough of it. It's gone really wide, and
he sort of had to go that wide, I think. But
do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I didn't think he did.
Yeah, Pete plays a little snooker.
Yeah, it was a good shot. I didn't think he had to go that wide, Patrick.
Okay.
Personally, I thought he could have just played it nearly dead straight and play it a bit thinner.
Pocket.
Yep. So it's look, it hasn't been the best losers finals, you know, like standard wise, but these guys have been here all day and they're battling, you know, trying to keep focused. And
good shot from Craig.
Good shot from Craig. I think Pete can see the one up the top.
I tell you what, I'd nearly be having a go.
Pretty sure he can.
If you can pot this one in the corner and get straight on that one, sort of closest to the middle pocket.
Yeah, and because you drop the ball you drop the ball in the corner. Yeah, last ball. See, I don't actually reckon that's a bad shot because
it's not a bad shot.
I don't think he's got much he can do here.
I don't see a little problem with maybe playing the train on the red that he's closest with. You might be able to get it to cover the yellow then.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what the angle is, but
yeah, it might be a little bit wide, but it might even knock onto the other red.
Yeah.
And then cover it that way, you know, like it's...
I just thought that was a chance for Pete. If you knock that in and get straight on that yellow, you can dribble that one down and you're on that ball in the corner.
Yeah,
and then the black
just
goes
drops
in either
the black
the
goes in
center
up the top.
or the corner,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, so...
Yeah, you're right.
It's just an interesting tack to take from Pete. You know, you can clearly see he's got that defensive frame of mind.
Yeah.
Interesting tack to take from Craig here too.
I don't think that's a very good shot at all.
No, I agree.
If anything, I would have put the white behind that ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Leave that ball
to
there.
waste it. Like, he can... I know this is a tough shot for Pete too, but if he can get a nice weight and just play this one sort of into the rail and back out, and just, he's had a red-hot crack at that, and just...
And he's in a big... he's in a world of hurt now, but...
He is in more trouble than the early settlers. Yeah, just a rush of blood. I don't know, it's...
I really thought Pete would spend more time working that out, and I mean...
Especially
I don't know about me or lecturing anyone about taking more time, but...
Like, I mean, especially the way that he's attacked this frame. He's attacked this frame very defensively, and then he's just flipped on his head and gone and blazed away. Just to all the people out there in internet land, Boris Krasic would like to know if there is any ladies in Horsham for next weekend, if they'd like to go out for a night on the town. If they'd like to message in at on Facebook, and we'll give you Boris's number. And yeah, hopefully we can.
Just made another shocker there.
Hopefully we can get Boris a date. That'd be great.
Back on the pool. Let's keep it serious, Ben.
I was serious, Patrick. So Craig's got 2 shots here.
Yeah.
Should be pretty simple. I think he can cut the ball in now along the rail.
I think Pete will be ruining a couple of chances that he's had here.
Yeah. I think, you know, like, I don't know whether Craig's summed up his opposition, but he's definitely given Pete more chances than I think he would normally give someone.
Absolutely.
So I think he's just come to the fact that I'm going to let him have a go at the tough out, and if he misses it, I'm going to punish him.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean that's all good. But you know, I can tell you right now, if he does get through Peter in this match, probably won't want to be doing the same thing against Daniel.
Well, neither will Craig, really. I don't think Craig will be wanting to give Daniel as many chances as what he's given.
That's what I just said.
I thought you said if Peter gets through.
No, I said if he gets through
apologies.
Peter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah, same thing anyway. But, all right, scores 3-1 now. And he potted that with a bit of confidence too. I think he's trying to get his... I think he realises that he's not probably playing the higher standard that he wants. So hopefully Pete can settle a bit, because I don't think... I've watched him play pretty much all day, and he was playing a lot better earlier. I just don't think he's settled after that break.
Losing and then the break, obviously.
Yeah.
And the other part, I'm not sure whether that was filmed, but it may have been. Is
he lost
to Daniel 5-4. He was 4-2 down, got back to 4-all, and had a bit of a sniff.
You know, so I think he's obviously hasn't recovered from that, but you know, there's still a couple of frames in this, and all he's got to do is to get one now, but just
yellows are looking pretty nice.
Yeah. Probably not going to get a shot.
Daniel has obviously made the final, but let's not forget he hasn't had it all his own way either. He was 4-2 down against Marcus Harrison, 1-5-4.
Yep.
He was 4-all against Kyle, went out after break, Kyle Wilson, to win 5-4, you know. So he's won a couple of games. Then obviously Peter 5-4 as well. So
exactly right. His last three matches have been 5-4.
He's won 5-4.
And the other one was 5-0 in about 8 minutes. But, you know, that was a long time ago.
Absolutely.
So Craig probably go up the top end of the table. Oh, the big fella's back. I think he'll just push through here, go up to the middle of the table. Maybe take the one from the bottom, or he might leave it till last, depending on if he gets on another ball.
I thought he might have just dropped that in and played the other yellow in the middle, but...
Nah, I don't think you need to, Patrick.
Yeah, he goes in the corner. So
you know what I mean? Like, he had perfect angle just to run up there.
This isn't the best angle, though.
No, but I'd
screw back through the gap here.
I'd be potting the middle of the yellows and just running into red to the rail because of that reason. If he had just dropped the other middle into the yellow into the corner and ran into the red, he's on the one in the middle.
True. Yeah.
You know, like I don't think he wanted to be playing this ball next.
Look, it's okay as long as he's just got to get up that end of the table.
So he'd probably go forward through in between the black. No, he's going the other way.
He's underhit that.
No, that's all right because you'll run straight into the red.
It is, but he still would have rather be a bit straighter, a bit further up the table on this. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Make the pot a little bit easier.
But if he just stuns this straight into the red, he'll hold perfectly for that black.
Absolutely.
For the yellow in the middle and then the black.
In the same middle.
Yep. Just like that.
Oh, he's a little bit...
Yeah.
It's thrown a little bit wider, so he may...
Yeah, I thought a stun would have been a better option then because it would have hit the red thicker. But that's all right. I think the black must go in the corner.
Some angle. No, he's played it for the middle.
Good shot. So, pretty sure, not 100%, but...
he did miss a black like this earlier.
Yeah, 4-1 down. I don't think he'll miss this one. He's got a bit of a roll on now.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's potting a lot better. And Pete is...
So we've just got the news, Dave, in case you didn't hear, Joel Younger, who's just not far out of hospital himself, is actually cleaning up somebody else's spew. So, so unfortunately, good luck with that, Joel.
Exactly. That's why I'm not doing it. So,
Pete's got a produce
here. Yeah, look, he's very hard to come from 4-1 down, but you just take every frame on its merit. And
absolutely.
That's all he can do.
Interesting his frame of mind too, because like, you know, at 2-1 down, he's gone and he's tried to play the soft break.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't win that frame, although he was right in that frame. He didn't win that frame, and then at 4-1, you know, he's gone back to breaking hard again. I just don't see why you would bother just for one frame. Do you know what I mean? Like, either it's the right tactic or it's not.
I spoke to Pete earlier, and the way that he spoke about the way he attacks the certain frames, it's he actually attacks him depending on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Now, I don't really agree with that necessarily, because you take every game on its merit.
Absolutely.
And as far as I'm concerned, you're trying to break to pot a ball, you're not trying to break to stop someone else potting out. Because if that's your tactic, then you're beaten before you even start.
I'm with you 100%.
So, I don't know. It's obviously his way of dealing with, you know, runs that people get or whatever. But, you know, there's nothing better to stop someone's run than breaking and potting out against them.
I'm with
you.
You
know
there,
what I mean?
Definitely.
So
that was an odd shot by Craig there. He's just sort of half run through and got on nothing.
I don't know whether he wanted to fully run through and maybe but I don't think he would have been on a pot. Thought he had to screw back and take the one down the bottom, or maybe screw back and the yellow that's behind the red next to the black, maybe that one goes into the left-hand bottom pocket, but not from where he is.
Playing the little safety here.
Yep.
It's a good shot.
And that's a good pace. Just bring it out nice and easy.
But, I mean, you can afford to play that shot, you know, with a fair bit of confidence, 4-1 up, knowing that, you know.
Exactly right. If you're 4-1 down, you just can't afford to play that shot. But at the opposite, you've got a little bit of leeway to work with. Daniel warming up in the corner over there. He's I think he's just had a wash and Pete's jagged a ball.
See, and this is where Pete's really got to take advantage here.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's an easy out, but if you want to get back in this match,
only way you can win this match is you go game from here,
and you have to pot out.
Because that can also play with guys' heads too.
Absolutely.
Off just a nice little poke, you know, just trying to poke a ball out. All of a sudden, it's clipped a wide off another ball and it's gone in. If he can go game from here, it just might rattle him enough.
I think if he drops this ball in, gets on the one in the middle, and then plays to kiss
See, he's gone back to that defensive, that, you know, sort of nothing shot.
I think if he could have dropped that in, get on the ball, to Potter in the middle, and then play to kiss the black, that red looks like it goes in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think you're a chance, you know.
Yeah,
like,
definitely. Because at the moment, Pete's trying not to lose the match instead of trying to win to get back in the match.
Yeah, I'm with you there, 100%.
And Craig's played a pretty good shot there. He hasn't left him a lot. I actually think Pete will try and tie the black up with this shot. He'll just flick off the bottom red, flick it onto the black, let the white go through the gap up to the top, and put the black against the red and yellow.
Yeah.
That's probably the best shot he can play from that position.
That's exactly what he's tried, and it's a pretty good result, I think.
It's not a bad result. I'm not 100%
if he's on that
sure.
red, sort of the furthest away from the camera, sorry, the yellow, the furthest away from the camera, he may be able to play the plant, but...
Yeah, it's a tough plant, though. That ball's
it's a long way away from the
It's a 45-degree plant, you know, like it's one you wouldn't want to have your house on.
So he's looking at playing the yellow closest to the red onto playing the plant off that, which it doesn't quite look like it's on. So
yeah, it's obviously
just
very
Daniel
straight.
over to watch the red because it is very, very close. So
we'll have a look at this one.
I don't like it, Ben. I'll just put that one out there. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the idea yet, but.
He's going
for the other ball.
Nah, he's changed his mind again.
No, I think he's just having a look at where he's going to put it.
Yeah, maybe he's going to play this firm and try and get the kiss run through. Try and get a little kiss on it. Yeah, that was always a risk.
Yeah, that was the danger in the train. But Pete's still got a bit of work to do. He's
plenty of work. Plenty of work.
Louis. Oh, sorry, you're asleep. Sorry, brother. Can you give me a drink? You want one? I'll buy you one. You want a drink? You want a drink, brother?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can they hear me still? No. Will they be able to hear me? No. Want a drink?
I'll just have a mother.
Pint of OJ with that much soda in it.
Give me a mother and a pint of ice.
Yeah, get whatever you want.
So Pete's played another safety there.
Sorry, viewers, I was just ordering a drink. So, we got Craig's shot. He's sort of got a couple of balls that are tricky. I think he's just going to play this one off the. Yeah, he's tried to play the train. I think trying to flick the yellow off the other yellow, but
Pete's
hasn't really worked.
Surely now.
Look, he's all the balls are out in the open. He's got his chance. He's got the white where he wants it. All he's basically got to do now is just pot him nice and confidently, you know, like not belt him in, not smash him in, not dribble him in. Just get a bit of his flow back, because it's not impossible to win from 4-1 down.
No, definitely not.
And
same thing.
I think if he just pots this in confident and
run through for the gap,
or he can run through and come back for the gap.
I think he wants to run through for the gap now, because then it's an easy transition from the corner to the middle.
Yeah, true. So I think it's too much angle to hold the white, though.
It does look like a little bit too much angle.
I think he has to just maybe drop it in if he's going to hold it for that gap. But it's hard to tell from the cameras. See, he can take this ball now and maybe go into the yellow and black. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get a result that way. But it just... I think he's going to play it confidently.
And he's missed it by a foot.
Yeah, he's missed it by a fair way.
It's pretty much that shot summed up the whole match so far. Is that, he's had his chances. He's had chances.
Yeah, he has.
He can't walk away and say, "Oh, I got blown off the table," because he hasn't. No. He's had his chances and he just hasn't been able to take them, unfortunately, for Pete. So.
And I think that's the difference. Like even to last match to this match, like. When you're playing a guy like Marcus Harrison, he just makes you fight tooth and nail for every single ball you pot.
Absolutely.
And nothing against Peter, but his style doesn't, he's going to go for it and he's going to give you chances. Whereas Marcus he's just going to make you fight. So Pete's potted that there. He's been a little bit stiff there. Played a good pot and went into him. I think he's on the one in the middle, but I think he might instead just try and put this red in front of the yellow.
So I missed here. I didn't even see how Pete got back into the table.
He potted. Craig played a pretty average shot, and he potted this ball and tried to go into him.
Okay.
So he got not an ideal result. Good shot. That was all right. That's all he needed to do. Keeps himself in the frame. Look, I think Craig can get that around there, but I just don't know if he'll hang it.
think it's got to be spot on to even.
I think you'd be playing the ball in the middle first, sort of closer to the other red.
Yeah.
So then you've got the right angle to be playing this shot from. Do you know what I mean? So even maybe
the only problem with that, if you just drop it in, you're flirting with that queuing over the red ball and that. But if you pot it with confidence, you're going to go into past the yellow. You know what I mean?
Few comments there from the fellas on YouTube. Pikey having a look, obviously in the main tournament. Colenso had now had 2 cracks. Hasn't quite got there, but
no. Yeah, look, I just can't see a problem in playing that yellow in behind the red. Your white's going up the other end. Here he's jacking up. You know, it was just a missable shot. Well, I thought he'd got away with it until that yellow came and kissed the white back.
I'm curious to know how much Pete can of this red
get of the red. Yeah,
because obviously he was going to play the one in the middle first, and it's the right angle to get down where he needs to be.
I think he might. You never know. Depending on how straight, he might be able to cheat the pocket and screw straight back. Oh, he's hit that pretty hard. He might have.
Geez, I tell you what, I think that's perfect, Bobby.
I don't know if it is. He's either going to have to whack it.
No, I think he can get around the yellow.
I didn't think he could either. Yeah, he needed to just hit that over the pocket and leave him against the yellow. Oh,
he's given up.
Just had a brain fart. Shot. That's what you call someone on full tilt. Got no one to blame but himself. There's no point. That's just not disrespectful, but
just give up.
You know, you may as well just put the black in the pocket. But anything can happen. You still got to pot the balls. And we will have Craig Stevens against Daniel Thorpe in the first of the finals.
So
obviously,
for those
if
that don't
Daniel,
know,
okay, you go, Patrick.
Ben's going to explain how the final works.
Daniel's in through the winner's half, so he's yet to be beaten. So he has 1 life. So we will have Craig Stevens against Daniel Thorpe. So Craig has to beat Daniel twice. So he has to beat him a race to 5, and then they start from 0 again. But Daniel only has to win once. So Daniel's basically got 2 goes at the cherry. And with the whole 260,000 people in Geelong riding him, he's slight favourite just because of the fact that he's got 2 chances. We're going to go for a little bit of a break now, probably 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll be back.
Commentate the final.